Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the first video of what I made last week. It's gonna be 2 videos this week and let's dive right into it. One of the things I meant to do for a long time is actually create some good horns, like demon horns or satyr horns or whatever, so fantasy creature horns. Um, Later on you'll see some of my previous attempts at it, which look awful actually, but this time I actually pulled it off. I actually had a good idea, I had a good way to go about it, and it looks awesome. As you can see, I'm using a tube with originally 5 faces, doubled to 10, and I'm using the extrude tool here a lot to just basically grow the horns in a natural way. Looks a bit curled, looks like goat horn. This is what I was going for. You'll see different stages of this work in picture form within the video. Right now, or right next, I implemented the old horns. This is how they how the older horns looked. So it's just a big nope. I used them as reference in this short case. And now I'm getting to the actual interesting part, the one that took the longest, the texturing of the horn. So the basic creation of the horn wasn't that difficult. What was interesting was texturing the horn. In hindsight, I could have gotten on about it a little bit easier. I made it harder for myself than it had to be, but yeah, you live and you learn. Yeah, back to the sculpting process. This was really interesting because I just I cut out a part where I just tried to shift the whole thing a bit, and yeah, it completely defuncted it and broke. So I had to reload it. But I'm overall extremely pleased with the end result. It just looks awesome. It just looks great. Yeah, texture is I split the different parts in smaller. I broke it up in smaller parts and put them on each other. Yeah, you can see a lot of different parts moving there. This is actually 16 times the normal speed. Most of the video is 8 times. I did the texturing part with 16 times. I wanted to include it so you know that yeah, this was actually a lot of work. This took a lot of time, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Okay, a little bit a short break for your ears so you don't have to listen to my voice all the time. Yeah. What I actually did is, you will see in a few seconds actually, I started to give the horns adornments or jewelry, you could say. The thing is, I can do I can basically tune out every single piece of jewelry. So I can use the horns just like that. That's the horns without any additions. Or I can basically just use and just have one side of it have just one horn with jewelry and have the other blank, or have the other not around. So I can basically just have one horn if I want to at any point. Yeah, so I started putting some rings in it. Yeah. I didn't really have a sketch or a concept art here. I was just like, okay, let's see where I'm going. Let's see where this happens. At this point, I implemented a choker. I did earlier because I needed the chain parts, and I basically reused the chain and recopied it and copy pasted it. What I do next is a little trick. I'm drawing a line between the two parts that have this natural hanging angle, so I have a line to follow with the chain when I'm implementing it. So there's the first chain part, and there's the, as you see, it's just copy pasting and then moving it in place and rotating it a bit. Yeah. Overall, a really fun project. One I was extremely eager about doing. I had this idea for, I don't know, month now. I was like, I have to redo the horse. I have a good idea how to do it. I have a good idea. I think this will work, but I wasn't always. I have another thing. I have another project, another idea I want to do first. And last week I was just like, okay, you know what? I want this. I need this. Let me do this now. This week I'm redoing hairstyles, so you will see some better new hairstyles. But I'm not recording this, so I can catch up with my videos again. I did another animalistic part this week. The last week I will show you in the next video around Friday or Saturday, I think Friday, so I can put one gaming video in on the weekend. Likely going to be Deep Rock Galactic, so dwarf action again. But we'll see what I'm playing at the time, where it's taking me. I can tell you it's not gonna World of Warcraft. So this is the first horn, little chain, and a ring with a jewel or with a gemstone. Yeah, for the second I was like, okay, I want it asymmetrical. I don't want it to just copy over. I want yeah, I was going for the asymmetrical horn adornments. This is actually I'm using this for a D&D character, for a D&D NPC in my ongoing online campaign. So yeah, part of why I did it was just like, okay, I have this character idea, I want to implement it, and that part didn't work. I remember this part actually didn't work. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I have this NPC idea, I want to implement her, I want to do a picture of her, so yeah, I will I have not included a picture of the whole person yet because I don't want to spoil the second part. But I have included a close-up render of the horns with full adornments. There's actually a part of the horns I didn't record. There's two chains connecting to a choker. You will see it in the final render, but I didn't, for some reason I didn't record it doing, I think last week I intended not to show the choker chains because I have no idea of the age of the audience, but then again it's nothing sexual actually, so I can just do so. So yeah, the adding of the choker is not included, but you will see it in the final render at the end. And we're actually almost at the end. Only a few more seconds to go for today. Yeah, second part consists of this piercing rod with a chain, the three rings, and another gemstone that is directly socketed into the horn. Yeah, I hope you liked it. Here's the second horn coming now, and right after it the whole render. Thanks for watching, and see you around, guys.